The Forgotten Realms are home to many a strange and fearsome creature. Here, we aim to discuss them all. Go not blindly into the unknown, adventurer. Join us in Browsing the Bestiary.
Welcome back to Browsing the Bestiary, a
Welcome back.
podcast that takes an in depth look at all those creatures that put the monster in Monster Manual, the
Mhm.
beast in Bestiary, and of
Mhm.
course, the dragons in Dungeons and Dragons.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm Dungeon Mistress Jade.
And I am Lore Master Andy, and we are back for the first time
Very first
redoing.
time.
Yeah, the first time redoing this episode. As we've talked about before, Lore Master Andy done made a goof and accidentally deleted the original files
Sad.
of the original run of this episode. So we're gonna do it again because it'd be real awkward to just put part 2 and 3 up and leave everybody hanging, or just with the audio of me and not.
Just talking to himself.
Yeah, just talking to myself, which I mean, weirder things have happened, right? But we're not going to do that. So luckily, our wonderful guest was very generous with his time and decided to come back on our show again. So I would like to introduce you, or rather, he's going to introduce himself. We have today with us Noah Gray. Blah 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 blah
Ah,
blah.
I was waiting in the wings to come out. The wings.
The
That's
wings.
theater. That's theater talk.
Welcome to the stage.
Hi. Welcome to the stage. Hello. Oh
Hello.
my God. It's so good to be back. I'm Noah Gray. I'm Andy's brother, and
Yes, he is.
I am the voiceover at the introduction of every episode. Hello.
Hello.
And our graphic designer who made
And
our
our graphic.
lovely
And
graphic.
I did the key art, the logo. Yes, I
Mhm.
did.
He
Yes,
did.
I did.
And it's
I
great.
drew I drew you and Andy and the what's the jellyfish thing
The
called
flump.
again?
The
A flump.
flumph.
I want to call it a pomp, but I know that's wrong.
I'm
That's
sure there's a
closer.
flump named Pomp.
Pomp.
A, po-
Yes.
a, po- there we go.
And he has hair just like mine. Pumph.
A weird, a slimy, smooth skinned jellyfish creature that just
Oh,
has a pompadour
A
sitting
pompadour.
in the bit of its dome.
no. Alright, you
Very
need to draw that now.
very Johnny Bravo esque.
Mm,
Yes. Yes. And
yeah,
he's constantly with all of his different tentacles. He has many different combs that he uses to like comb it back into place.
and he's always,
Oh
like,
yeah.
showing his muscles and
Oh
all that.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I was thinking more Jotaro Josuke with it, but you know what? That works too. That works too.
I'm
I don't
trying to
watch
picture.
JoJo's.
Or sorry,
Which one?
Jotaro
Which
Joestar. Joestar. It's
yeah.
yeah, Diamond is unbreakable. It's
Oh,
yeah,
that one.
part
Okay,
part
okay, okay,
4,
okay.
part
Yeah,
4.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
It's a crazy noisy.
There's so many JoJos in that bizarre adventure.
There are. And Netflix done botched it with the most recent one where they rolled out one episode and then they put out the release for like the next like week of anime episodes and JoJo wasn't in there. And then the fandom got very angry and
Oh,
posted more and more unhinged memes about it. And then Netflix was like, ha ha ha, actually we're gonna release the rest in the fall. It's like, why? Why
What?
did you do that?
That's ridiculous.
That's very stupid. But
wow.
yes, we are not an anime podcast, so we won't
There's too
continue.
many of those already.
It's true. It's true. Luckily, we have a D&D podcast. There are none of those.
No, mm-mm. We're the first one.
Yes, the first and only. But speaking of a crazy, noisy, bizarre town, ha ha ha
Oh,
ha, JoJo
Oh,
reference. Noah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you? I guess located right now.
on the internet.
On the internet. Yeah. What kind of
on
what kind of
the
stuff do?
internet. uh, Physically, I'm located in Chicago,
Mm.
Illinois. Wow, look at it. And I am on Instagram. You can find me at Noah Gray. Gray is spelled in the British spelling
Mm.
Grey. Uh,
Like the Earl.
Exactly. And you can also look up my side project that is called the Abhorrent Cinema, which goes in and out of hiatus. It's usually in hiatus. But every once in a while I'm overcome with uh the will to be productive and do stuff, and then I don't know. But things
Yeah.
happen. That there are projects in the works that will be coming to that space very soon.
Ooh,
Mm.
exciting.
But yeah, the Abhorrent Cinema is my horror movie themed multimedia experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
A little bit of ASMR for you freaks.
Which, like, the audio cut out for most of it, so we just got very loud clicking.
Like a smooching sound.
Yeah.
That's what I was doing.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah. That
Oh.
yeah, that was my you're welcome. That was my impression of a xenomorph.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I can attest because I do follow the Abhorrent Cinema, and every once in a while, when a new video drops, it pops up on my feed. And folks, they are great. I learned all about makeup during the black and white movie era, and how if you see colorized photos, they do not look black and white. They look definitely colorized, and it's not what you think. But I won't tell you more. Go watch the episode. Go support Noah. Throw him a like. Throw him a follow. Give him comments. Give us comments too, because you keep forgetting to do that, audience. Except for 3 of you. You know who you are. We love
You
you.
know who you are, and we love you.
And we love you. Yeah. Although,
La-la.
also, this is very different compared to where we were when we recorded the first episode of this. But our reach has apparently gone global, Noah. Um,
Whoa.
Global.
global heavy air quotes. We're pretty sure the majority of our downloads in places like South America and Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam, and some, various places across Europe and the MENA region are bots. But just in case they're not, go watch Abhorrent Cinema.
Yes.
If you're in Latvia, hit me up.
Yes, yes. If you are an Estonian singer, sing "Sweet Nothings" to me
Oh
in the
my god.
DMs.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to can I can I tell you a ridiculous sidebar just real
Please,
quick. Real
please.
quick.
We're doing great.
Uh Speaking of podcasts, I was listening to a podcast the other day and an ad starts and it's this woman and she goes, "Are you looking to go somewhere new, someplace exotic? Poland." With all the unabashed dedication of Lauren Bacall selling High Point coffee. This woman is like, "Try Poland." And I was like, "What?"
Hey, are you tired of seeing lots of white people? How about you go see slightly different looking white people? And they have
Like
pierogies.
some of them are really tan and you're like, "What's up with that?" Ooh, Poland.
Poland.
How are they doing
And
Goodness.
that? There's no sunlight here. Poland.
and now try Poland is has been added to the soundboard of my mind.
Ah, that's great. I feel like we need a real soundboard just for that. Try
Me
Poland, but
too. I completely forgot we don't have a soundboard.
yes, yes. Maybe
You've
maybe
been doing
one
this
day.
for a year. You don't have a soundboard yet?
I
I
know,
guess not.
but I feel like cuz we don't live stream yet,
Yet.
you
Yeah.
beautiful listeners, one day you'll be beautiful seeaners, but right now you're just listeners. One day when we stream, I definitely have a soundboard, but I feel like it's like posing when you're a podcast, right? I'm like, what are we? A radio show? Kind of, but with even less budget. So I don't know. Maybe one day.
I just think there should be more sound effects in life.
Mm,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
that's a good point. That's a good point. I know I could play one of the stock Discord ones right now. Hold on. Hold on. I got you. Let's just there you go.
Fish.
Yeah.
Good job,
Yeah.
everybody.
It sounds like we have an audience of 3.
I know for a fact we have at least 4, or no, at least 5 dedicated listeners now. So
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you.
yeah, appreciate you. Thank you. We promise to put more cool
Bingo.
things on the Patreon for you
And on YouTube, because I'm trying. It's so
and
much
TikTok.
work.
Yes. Yeah. We have a friend of mine, his wife, who is like not into D&D. She discovered our YouTube shorts, and she's just like, I love them. And I'm like, but you don't know anything about D&D? She's like, I don't care. You guys are hilarious.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
we'll keep it up. Okay, so but we are not just here, just to talk. Yes, we are. But we're here to talk about something specific. And that's why we have Noah here. Noah is our master of the macabre. Just as he is an expert on classic cinema, he's also an expert on classic dead things and horror. So
all things ooky and or spooky.
ooky and spooky. That's right, folks.
An expert. Yep.
We are
Thank you.
getting ooky spooky with it. Ooky spooky reloaded. Ooky spooky Genesis.
Too
The
ooky, too spooky.
Boogaloo.
Boogaloo. Yes.
Part 2.
The first ook.
Boogaloo.
Yeah.
So as always, we have to roll the dice to see which ooky and spooky creature that we're gonna be talking
Maybe
about.
we'll get a better roll this time.
Yes. Yes. Luckily that first roll was lost to the ages. I'm not gonna tell you what it was. Nope.
He doesn't remember.
Lies. And
But
slander.
yes, let's. You probably already know what the monster is, but we're still gonna roll for it. So
Rolling
I
anyway.
got this, generic plastic, kind of white iridescent dice.
Damn.
So
I
we're
feel
gonna roll those.
seen.
Oh hell yeah! We got 13.
Oh!
Ooh, spooky number 13. Hell
Nice.
yeah!
Oh, 13th floor.
Oh! The
13
13th
goes.
13 goes.
The 13th hour. Ooh.
Matthew Lillard.
So
Five Nights at Freddy's.
oh,
Matthew
did do
Lillard
those movies.
is in the Dark Castle remake of 13 Ghosts.
Oh really?
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
Yes.
He's in everything, and you never can tell.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, I bet. I mean, it was already bad.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever,
yeah.
well, I was gonna say, if you ever want to do an abhorrent cinema watch through and heckling of that movie, Jayde
Speaking
and I.
of ghosts,
Cough it out.
Sorry. Yes.
Blech.
What? Dear God. If you ever want to do an abhorrent cinema watch through and heckling of that movie, Jayde and I would be happy to be your guests.
I do like to heckle.
For the evening.
Mhm.
I will get cobwebs from my face.
okay.
I don't know.
Whatever you want to do, boo.
All right. Great. Okay.
Because 13 ghosts. But anyways,
Yeah.
with a roll of 13 at the 13th hour, the creature that we're discussing today is ghosts. Ooh.
What a guess.
Yes. This
Ooh.
is a surprise to everybody. Ooh. So we will start before getting into the origin, which was lovingly and spookily prepared by our guest, Noah. We start, as always, as we do, with the description in the 5th edition Monster Manual, which reads as follows, quote, "A ghost is the soul of a once living creature bound to haunt a specific location, creature, or object that held significance to it in its life."
Held syphilis to
Held
it.
syphilis, that's right.
That would suck if you were undead with syphilis.
Which I don't know
Yeah.
why, but that just reminds me of the box ghost from Danny Phantom. I don't know why.
There's something wrong
about,
with this box.
Yeah.
Something about that guy. It just screams syphilis.
I am the box ghost and I am itchy.
Ugh.
Anyway, beware.
Ugh.
Memory loss.
Yeah, We're 41 minutes in.
We're doing great.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We're not. We're not 41 minutes in. Don't do that. Um. Okay.
All right.
So, yes, Ghost. It is. It's bound. It's haunting. It's there. Why is it there? We don't know. We're gonna figure that out. But first, Noah, would you like to tell us a little bit about the origins, at least for kind of the D&D style Ghost? Um,
Yeah, you know what? I thought you'd never ask. I would love to. So, as with most monsters, um, IRL and culture around monsters, different permutations of this idea appear basically in every culture throughout human history, at least that we have recorded. Ghosts are no exception. Throw a dart at a globe, and if you manage to hit a country on the globe, they have some form of ghost or spirit. But the ghosts in D&D adhere mostly to Indo-European lore, so we'll kind of focus on the origins of that. But also, we got to go to the cradle of civilization. We have to go, as we always must, to Mesopotamia.
of
Am I
course.
right? Am I
Bop,
right?
bop, bop,
Am I right?
bop.
What?
Let's
What?
go.
What are we not going to talk about agriculture? Come on. Come
What?
on.
What are we not going to talk about it? Come on. Uh, we got to look at the oldest story ever recorded, which, as you both know, is
The Epic of
the Epic
Gilgamesh.
of Gilgamesh.
Yes, of course. Every time.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so in the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is long and convoluted and doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but just for frame of reference, Gilgamesh, for all you listeners out there who are illiterate, Gilgamesh is like Jesus, but he goes adventuring.
Perfect for
And
D&D.
perfect for D&D. So, in the Epic of Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh's companion Enkidu, the wild man,
And Kidu.
Ooga Booga,
Hmm.
he they got where are my notes? Okay. Okay. Okay, yes. So there's this goddess. She is the goddess of war and love, because
Mm.
you can't have one without the other.
Love and war.
Love and war,
They,
the
s-
goddess Inanna.
they say love is a battle,
She
and, who better to help you wage that battle than Inanna?
Inanna. She has some things, and wouldn't you know it, they're lost in the netherworld.
Mm.
Brrr. So someone's got to go down and get them. Nobody likes to go to the netherworld. You don't want to be there. But Enkidu is, wild, and he's here for a wild time. So he volunteers to go to the netherworld. And Gilgamesh is like, hey, when you're in there, there's gonna be dead people, right? And they don't show emotion down there, and also don't breathe, and also
They get
try not
jealous when you breathe.
they don't like loud breathing. Just breathe as like shallow and quiet as you can, and also try to blink as little as possible. And if you do that, this will be fine. But they get real offended if you go down there acting all alive, right? So obviously, with a name like Enkidu the Wild Man, you know what? He doesn't listen. And so consequently, he offends all the dead in the netherworld, all
Mm.
of them,
Mm.
and
Yikes.
they trap him there to slowly have his life wither away until he too is a dead.
Mm.
So
A dead.
they did. So here's another recurring motif that will come back later: the idea of water and a body of water either being the separation between the realm of the living and the realm of the dead, or a river that
Mm.
encircles one of those realms. We get,
Mm.
yep, we'll get there. We'll come back to that. The god Enki, who is the god of water, trades, and creation in Sumerian myth, uh, sees Enkidu down there in the netherworld, because they're neighbors, and he's
Mhm.
like, damn it all. So he allows the withering trap spirit of Enkidu to haunt Gilgamesh in the mortal world and tell him what's going on. Enkidu relates that the netherworld is a dismal place where the restless dead lead miserable existences, feeding on dust and rust.
Delicious, delicious. Mm.
And neither one's easy to come by. You
Mm.
gotta wait for a nail to rust. You scrape it off. I can't tell you how long it takes to fill up a bowl of cereal on rust.
Rusty spoon.
Rusty
Rusty
spoon.
spoons.
Listen. And so Gilgamesh is able to get his friend out. But there are other stories in Mesopotamian folklore later that have the same kind of vibe. Spirits of the dead will appear to the living to either warn them about things or um it's usually they don't tell you anything good. Usually it's something bad.
Yeah. You see a spirit, you're like, oh, geez. Oh,
Yeah,
God. Oh, no.
What
Mesopotamian
now?
what now? But in most of those stories, the spirit of the dead is a pretty one-to-one approximation of who they were in life.
Mm.
Another well-known story from the cradle of civilization is biblical. Is biblical. A
Oh,
little story
oh.
about this guy called Saul,
No.
who might be Paul. I
Mhm.
don't know.
Depends on
But
what part of his life, it doesn't matter.
depends on what part of his life and his run-in with the witch of Endor. In the first book of Samuel, there's a story in which King Saul goes into enemy territory in Philistia to consult with a witch. Why? Because, well, wouldn't you know it? He exiled all the sorcerers out of Israel. He said,
Mm.
"You can't be here. You got to get out. You don't have to go home, but if your home is here, it can't be." Uh, you know, you know and because he has to ask a question of the prophet Samuel, who is dead. And then so the story goes, the witch does do that for him because she's like, yeah, bitch, and what, you kicked me out, look what I can do. She summons the spirit of Samuel. Samuel appears and was like, oh my god, God's gonna be really mad at you for this. God doesn't fucking like witches.
He doesn't like
Um,
this. He told you that.
he told you that. And anyway, Saul later kills himself. Trigger warning. Um,
Okay,
so
the
now
Bible's a
Trigger
mess,
warning,
folks.
death.
Yeah.
there.
Very
Oh, it's a little dead.
Sorry. He unalives himself.
Mm.
To all
There
the
you go.
Zoomers out there, that's for you.
For all
That's
the
for you.
Zoomers out there. Nothing. Hey, a trigger warning after the fact isn't ideal, but it's better than no trigger warning at all. Or is it? I don't know. All right, so we're going to move right along and get into the bridge between Mesopotamia and Indo-European civilization, which is the Hellenistic period, which is the height of Greece. Before it
Always the
was
Greeks.
taken over by Rome. Yes,
Mhm,
Greece,
mhm,
the birthplace of democracy,
Yep.
in theory.
In
Democracy.
theory.
Mhm.
In
Demos.
theory, yes.
Mhm.
So there's two relatively well preserved stories about ghosts that were recorded in the writings of a figure known as Pliny the Younger or Pliny the Lesser,
Mm.
which is rude. So we're going to go with Pliny the Younger,
Mhm,
or I
mhm,
just like to call him Plines. We have a lot of.
we we have talked about Pliny the Elder.
Yes.
Yes,
I don't
yeah.
I don't know if he was the mentor of the younger, but there you go, connections to
Yeah.
all
There you
our
go.
Which
research.
There you
I
go.
like to think, right? Pliny the Elder walks in, and Pliny the Younger is there, right? And as a show of respect, right? Pliny the Younger is just like, Pliny, good to see you, and then Pliny the Elder's like, blinds.
Lines.
Pliny the Elder walked so Pliny the Younger could run
Exactly.
It's true. It's true.
and talk about ghosts. Uh,
If Pliny the Elder can talk about mythical creatures, the younger can talk about ghosts.
Yeah,
the
talk
Younger
about
can talk about
dead
ghosts.
people.
That's how it works.
Mhm. Mhm.
So the story is, ooh, my notes just closed. Hang on.
Whoop.
Blah, 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 blah.
Mother-
Anyway, Pliny the Younger is important in historical record because he gives a lot of
he relates a lot of historical events with dates. So his writing has helped historians line up certain
Ooh.
timelines and events, including the eruption of Mount Vesuvius,
Oh.
into a clearer order of events than they otherwise could, because people weren't like super cognizant about keeping records back
Mm-hmm.
then.
Mm-hmm.
Probably because they were like, I'm gonna die at 30. I have to, I gotta find food. There are more important things going on, but not to Pliny. So there's a pretty well known, and this is going to be familiar sounding ghost story that he writes about Athenodoros of Tarsos.
Mm.
Mm.
Athenodoros was a philosopher, or as B. Arthur in History of the World Part 2 would say, a bullshitter. Um, and he
Philosophers.
philosopher Athenodoros Canaanides, a Stoic philosopher. He's the father of Stoicism, which we just don't have
Oh.
time to get into.
No,
No.
No, no,
we
that's for part
don't.
2. So in this story, Athenodoros buys a house in Athens, which is rumored to be haunted by a spirit, or a shade, as they would say,
Ooh.
a vengeful spirit who is noisy, very noisy. And Athenodoros is like, well, I'm Stoic, so
Have you
bring
considered
it on.
the noise is like water, and I am like the stoic rock. It shall
Look at my
flow around me.
look at my face. It is unmoving. I am unmoved. So Athenodoros of Athens buys this house, and sure enough, the first night he hears a rattlin of chains.
Mm,
A rattlin of
Okay.
chains,
mm.
yes, and this is the origin of the spirit bound in chains that we all know and love from the likes of, say, Charles Dickens,
Ah,
Jacob Marley.
Jacob Marley.
Ooh,
Ooh,
yeah,
Scrooge.
Scrooge. Only this spirit in this story, the chains aren't a metaphor for anything. They are because he was an enslaved man.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not great.
Mm-mm.
Literal
Mm-mm.
chains.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a rattling those chains around, and after some nights of Athenodoros, trying to be stoic, he does eventually break, and he's like, I do need to sleep. That is one thing I can't stow myself out of.
The rock
So
is tired.
the rock, the spirit, wait,
Sounds
the
like a
spirit,
skill issue to me.
clearly user
The
error.
the yogis could do it, why can't you?
Mm,
Exactly. Well,
mm.
because he wasn't a yogi, he was a stoic.
Mm.
That was his first. Has he tried
Yeah.
drinking more tea? What about doing the splits?
Have you tried reciting in Sanskrit?
It's true.
Mm.
It's true.
Amda hudane cham hala hala. So the spirit beckons that Athenodoros follows him, which he does, and leads him to a shallow grave on the property of the house in which the slaves' skeletal remains have been unceremoniously just kind of thrown in.
Ooh, big no no.
Open air, picked clean by vermin and such, and wrapped in chains. So what Athenodoros does is he gives the body a proper burial,
Good for
Okay.
him. Good for
a
Alright,
him.
proper
yeah.
burial,
Good
and
guy.
then it as a thank you, the spirit points Athenodoros to another little buried plot in which there is some treasure, just a little bit of treasure.
Mm.
And then after that, the spirit is sensibly at peace because it doesn't bother him again.
Nice.
That is so D&D. Like,
Yeah.
that
So
that
D and
gets into
D,
D&D so easily. It's like, "Oh, help the
so
spirit, get treasure."
yep, yep, a very very common trope in
Mhm.
European ghost
hmm
stories.
hmm Yeah. Well, and what makes
But
it
yeah,
even more D&D, it's like, we bought a house. Oh, finally, it's haunted. Oh.
We
and
don't know
the
why trains are rattling.
and the just the concept of, hey, if you do a nice thing, you'll get a little reward, some experience, some
Some coin.
money,
Yeah, yeah.
some
Yeah,
coin.
looking at you, murder hobos.
Mm.
Yeah, which isn't always how real life works. Have either of you seen the movie The Green Knight?
No. Mm-mm.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, it's like it's a cool it's an art house kind of adventure
Yeah.
about an Arthurian legend, the Green
Mhm.
Knight.
Mhm.
Uh, it's kind of weird, but it's cool. And it's just a sort of a sequence of God, I don't remember this knight's name, but he's Arthur's nephew.
Mm.
I want to say, never mind, I don't want to say. Uh, Arthur's nephew, he has a little adventure. It involves the Green Knight, and one of those things, he comes to a house, and there's a ghost there. This is topical.
Mhm.
Speaking of, and the ghost shows him like her decapitated body, and she's like, "My head is outside at the bottom of the lake. Can you go down and get it for me? I won't be at peace until my head is returned to my
Mm.
body." And he goes, "If I do this for you, what will you do for me?" And the ghost looks at him in this movie, probably not in the legend, but she
Mhm.
goes, "Why would you ask me that? Why would you ever ask that?" And he says, "You're right."
Yeah, it's rude to ask questions.
I I bet
The
that
ghost.
killed at cons. I bet they loved it.
I bet they
Why
loved
would
it.
you ask me
Mhm.
that?
Mhm. Why would you ask me that?
You know, he was like, "Hey, am I gonna get a little reward? Am I gonna get some money or some experience?" And she's like, "No, bitch, I'm a ghost."
That's honestly how a DM would probably role play it.
Yeah. Why would
They would ask for treasure and be like, "Why would you ask
What's wrong with
I'm
you?
dead.
us?"
I'm dead. I have nothing.
You could rifle through my pockets, but they've been rifled through before.
Mhm.
Many, many
Do you know
times.
how many fucking murder hobo parties came through here before you? 7. 7.
That purse over there, that used to be mine. You know what's in there now? A family of rats. They have a nice little home, and they have lovely dinners in there.
Do
I
the rats have gold?
I provided for you. Is there gold in the rats? Get the
Well,
head. Okay, okay, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh,
and that's just a very brief history of the complex and multifaceted concept of the goose.
the
The
Mm,
goose.
goose.
because hold on. For such a rousing rendition.
Oh
Ah,
yes.
Claps. Claps.
ah, thank you,
Yes.
thank you. You're too kind.
All 3 of you.
And
Yeah,
hey,
it was a oh, go ahead.
all I was gonna say is, remember, kids, if you're getting booed, that just means you're getting cheered for by ghosts.
True.
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 True. True.
Good
Yes.
night, everybody. I just sign
Thank
off.
It is. Boop boop.
goodbye. We'll see you next episode. But no, thank you, Noah, for that origin. A lot of what he talked about in the origin, we're gonna see a lot in D&D.
Mhm.
So let's get right into it. We're gonna talk about original D&D, zero D&D, whatever you want to call it. But we actually don't get Ghost in the white box set, even though we get every other undead. There's wraith, there's wights, there's specters, but no ghosts. I
Yes,
guess
which means I ain't afraid of no ghost, cause they're not in there.
they're not there.
But
um, my dog.
I mean, they probably are there. You just can't see them because they're ghosts.
mm,
True,
mm.
true.
No, yeah, it's just it makes it extra ooky spooky, right? Because you can't
Yeah.
see them. They're there, but you can't see them. They're looking at
Yeah.
you.
You can only see them if they let you see them, which we are going to talk about
Mm.
because ghosts do still appear in original D&D era in a text we have yet to talk about. I don't even during, this time when we're recording, I don't think we've talked about this text before. But
No.
before
Mm-mm.
there was Dragon Magazine, there was a magazine, or rather a long newsletter published by TSR called the Strategic Review. Now, the Strategic Review is considered by many as the progenitor of not only Dragon Magazine, but of gaming magazines in general.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's a good one. The newsletter had 7 issues running from 1975 to 1976 and featured standard columns that became staples in other magazines, such as announcements of new products, and product reviews, clarification of rules, updated errata, one-shots with new dungeon maps, and the introduction of new spells, items, classes, and of course, monsters.
Yes, gotta
Mhm.
love the new monsters.
Oh yeah. The strategic reviews column creature feature is actually where a lot of iconic D&D monsters were introduced before they were put into official supplements, including the Mind Flayer and the Rakshasa.
Iconic.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm.
good ones. In
Can I
Yeah,
if I
yeah,
can
go ahead.
interject with a completely extraneous story? uh
Speaking of
That's
something
why you're
different.
here.
no, the Rakshasa. So at the Six Flags nearest to Chicago, couldn't tell you what the suburb is called, but every year they have an event called Out in the Park, which is a pride related thing at the end of the summer. 21 plus only. Close down the park in the evening, no children. It's great.
Nice.
There's a ride there called the Rakshasa, and I remember a friend that I was there with gave me a 50 milligram edible caramel, and he was
Ooh.
like,
Nice.
"Here you go," and I was like, "Oh, thanks," and I just popped it in my mouth, and then I
Oh.
realized, "Oh no," and he was like, "Are you gonna be okay?" I was like, "I
Oh
don't
no.
know." Um, but it was lovely after there. I had to sit down for a little bit and just kind of. I was like, "You guys go wait in that line. I'm just gonna process." Anyway, Rakshasa is a ride there, and I give that context to tell you I was just like feeling it, no filter. These two ladies who looked Gen Z. They had very Gen Z silhouettes, super baggy jeans, but cropped band shirts of bands that haven't performed since before they were born. Very Gen Z.
Yeah,
And
sounds
they're
about
like,
right.
they go, "What's a Rakshasa?" And I was like, "Oh, I think that's the character Aaliyah played in Queen of the Damned." And one of them did laugh at that.
Oh, nice. Nice.
And neither of you did. So,
Don't think I've seen that
I've
one.
not seen
No.
Queen of the Damned. Now, I will say, I
uh,
remember seeing the cover for the DVD in a pile of DVDs at a Costco in my youth, but
a
at
Costco.
Costco. So I've seen some of the costuming and it looks good, but that's all I know about the movie.
Maybe we'll have to bring you back on for the Rakshasa episode, and you can
And I
tell
will
us all
tell
about the
that
Queen of the
story
Damned. Yeah.
again.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
well, but yes, the Rakshasa, the Mind Flayer came from this early column, and in the third issue of this column, published in autumn of 1975, the ghost makes its first appearance. The ghost only appears in groups of one and is only in its lair 35% of the time, as an AC of 8 and 10 hit dice. The description of the ghost states that they are not actually true undead and are more the supernatural manifestation of a former evil human's spirit.
Which I'm not sure how that
So,
like makes them not undead, but okay.
Wait,
yeah,
if they're only in their lair 35%, what are they doing the other 65% of the time?
They're out looking for you.
they're
Ooh.
considered well, yeah. Sexy
Ooh.
ghosts looking for you.
There are sexy undead in your area, but not true undead.
Sexy apparitions in your area waiting for
Oh.
you.
They're looking to
Ooh.
suck you dry. Your life force.
Oh.
They want to
Your
kill
life
you.
force.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm not disinterested.
I'm not saying no.
No. No. No, that is a good question though. Usually in D&D terms, when they say in lair or out of lair usually means it's a wandering monster, so it's gonna pop up on the table.
Is that
Or you
like
go to
in
its lair.
is that like in a kitchen where they call out behind, out of lair, talent moving, out of lair,
Sharp.
in
Out of lair. Sharp.
in lair, sharp,
Hot.
in lair, go, go, go. Okay.
Sounds like a stage direction.
Exactly.
Everybody in there.
That's the
Line.
one.
Oh, yeah, only one. But yeah, so it is only an evil human spirit, which is kind of weird, but we're gonna get into that. So on top of that, ghosts are non-corporeal, which in very early D&D talk means that they exist physically on the ethereal plane.
Hmm.
And some of you may remember this. You may remember this from our Gorgon episode, but for those of you who don't, the ethereal and the astral planes were presented in original D&D's Eldritch Wizardry, which establish how certain alien or mystical creatures interacted with the material plane, which is the main plane your characters are going to be on. So, characters and monsters can access these planes through magical or psionic means, which can be dangerous depending on the character level of mastery in those planes. Some player characters and creatures can also see within these planes without having to enter the planes, which is used to explain why ghosts can be seen on the material plane, even though they purely exist on the ethereal.
I'm in your
Not
walls, looking at you. You can't see me. Oh wait, you can.
they're in the
Boo.
goddamn walls. And not only can ghosts be seen on the material plane, but they can also semi materialize to attack,
Mm.
which gives characters a chance to also attack the ghost on the material plane. Otherwise, characters can only attack the ghost if they are in the ethereal plane or if they use telepathic means. Mechanically, this means that while semi materialized, a ghost has an AC of 0, but in the ethereal plane it has an AC of 8. Remember, lower the better or in early D&D.
Yes, this is
Uh
Thaco, kids. We're still doing
that
Thaco.
Therefore players have a somewhat easier time fighting ghosts on their home turf. So you're going to have to go to the ethereal plane if you even want to hit the ghosts. Easier anyway. So
I heard what you said. Just walk into the ethereal plane. Ah.
The same thing can be said for me about my sex life. If you want to hit it, you have to come to my house. To you.
I'm a lazy bitch. You gotta come to me.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm only semi-corporeal.
Let's get a little ethereal.
In this lighting, I have an armor class of 8. Ooh.
Ooh.
If you want to see the whole show, you gotta come to the ethereal.
What's the fuck? What's the spell? What's the spell that lets you crossplay?
Oh, it's plane shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, why don't you plane shift that ass on over here?
Oh
Why
man.
don't you plane shift that ass on over here, big boy?
A night hag shows up. Oh yeah. Oh, why'd you get in here?
Oh no. No, night hacks are the next parts.
That's right. That's right. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I forgot.
Let's not get
Spoiler.
ahead of
Spoilers.
ourselves.
Spoilers.
But yeah, so it's somewhat easier to fight ghosts in the ethereal plane. But even then, ghosts are still very tough. So first of all, the passage states that ghosts have such potent supernatural power that merely the sight of one forces creatures to make a saving throw versus magic. And on a failed roll, any humanoid affected will age 10 years and flee in panic for 2 to 12
Whew,
turns.
dang.
Yeah.
Old
Yeah.
and
Yeah, it's
afraid.
rough.
It's like me right now.
Right
Running,
now. It's like your
running and
30s.
aging. That's like insult to injury because your knee, as you're running, your knees get worse.
That's
Yes.
true.
Oh my god. My back.
Ah!
Oh, I can feel my cartilage evaporating with every step. Oh.
Oh. Yikes. Uh, but luckily, if you're a cleric above 5th level or any other class above 9th level, then you're immune to this supernatural stare.
Nice. Your cartilage
Um,
is safe.
this yeah, so get good and you will have safe cartilage.
Get good with God, and your
Yes.
knees are safe.
Yes. Yes.
So
Any God.
so why did you join the Church of Lathander? To keep my knees safe. Any other
Keep my
reason?
knees safe from
Yeah,
ghosts.
No.
No, sir.
I don't want them slimy undead touching my patella. That's all I'm saying.
Welcome aboard. Here's a Cossack.
Say, what do you put in this holy water?
Ibuprofen.
I have filled it with Tylenol that it may smite mine enemies.
And my tendonitis.
Right.
Lacing the the communal wine with Advil.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
Why does my liver feel extra damaged?
Oh, my
Uh,
stomach hurts.
that cherry flavored?
Oh man. Well, so yes, above a certain level, you're immune to this. But that's only the start of what the ghost can do. So, if a character gets within 6 inches of the ghost, then they are subject to the magic jar spell. In simplified terms, the magic jar spell is a possession spell, which enables the user to take control of another creature's body.
Mm,
The possessed creature must make a saving throw versus magic.
okay.
So the magic jar spell is kind of an odd spell,
Yeah.
especially for a ghost to use
Yeah.
because it requires the user to remove their life force from their body and then move it into an inanimate object. And in
Like a
this case,
jar.
like a
Like a
jar,
jar.
yes,
Like a
or in this
jar.
case, any inanimate object. A rock could even suffice,
Mm.
They'll
So
change this later down the line, but
so
for now.
why did the creators call it magic jar?
I think it's because the inanimate object is like considered a jar
Hmm.
and it's holding the spirit.
To the spirit
Yeah.
spirit.
Well,
It
and
Yes.
is.
like, if we're looking at kind of like the trope, right? I mean, D&D's always had tropes, but especially during this time, D&D is very swords and sorcery, right? So it's like, the
And
evil.
nothing says swords and sorcery like a pneumatically sealed glass jar.
Well, I mean,
It's a magic jar.
it's yeah,
It's a
exactly,
magic
exactly, right? You've got
jar.
your wizard, the magic users are like kind of evil generally in the setting, and they're like, I'm gonna put your soul in a jar. What do you do with it? That's for me to know and for you to find out, big boy. So yeah.
Okay, but jars wouldn't even be period accurate. They would have
Well,
used stoneware that's sealed with a sheep splatter.
but you
Oh,
can you can
I'm
still
being
so like
suckered.
the Zelda pots you throw back then they would call them jars.
It's
They're like
true.
the stone and the ceramic. Yeah,
Oh,
Hmm. Hmm.
really?
Hmm.
yeah, they would be called jars. So yeah.
Okay,
Nowadays, you would
okay,
picture a glass jar,
Yeah.
but yeah, back then it was just a pot,
Ceramic.
just
basically.
Hmm.
okay,
Hmm.
okay. A catch-all term.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
how in German lemonade refers to any soft drink in a bottle.
I
really,
did not
I
know
didn't know
that.
I took German in high school. I haven't used it since high school.
I took it once in college. I remember like 2 words, and they're
Yeah.
nonsense words.
Nice.
Ich bin Schnappi, das kleine Krokodil.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Schnappy. Schnappy, Schnappy. Schnappy, Schnappy, Schnullibop. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Das Jar.
Das Dingsbums.
Oh,
That is a what was it? A thingamajig? Das Dingsbums.
yeah, that sounds
I
right.
don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Schwoopty-voop, which is swirly, twirly, something like
Yeah,
that.
Spoop de Voop. Yeah.
But yes, so the ghost can, or the user of the magic jar spell, whoever, can take their life force, put it in an inanimate object, right? And then use its soul to kind of enter another character's
Mm.
body. So it is a little bit confusing on how a ghost, which is already the literal manifestation of a spirit, can use the spell. But it works well mechanically for the creature, because the more we thought about it, the more we realized that it's very diabolical to give this spell to an incorporeal being. Um, so the magic jar spell requires that the user's body and the container with its life force must be within 3 inches of each other in order to use the spell, and can possess another creature that is within 12 inches of the jar,
Mm.
right? So, assuming that the ghost technically has a body, and assuming that the different planes of existence technically inhabit the same space, i.e., they're the same distance
Mhm,
away,
mhm.
then the ghost could have the magic jar container in the ethereal plane, while its body is semi materialized in the material plane, which there it has an AC of 0,
Mm.
right?
Ooh,
So,
that's a good
this
point.
yeah. Yeah, so it is kind of a big risk for the ghost because if the container is destroyed, then the user of the spell is quote unquote totally annihilated. But
Oh,
if the body of the ghost is
is that
destroyed,
all?
yeah, yeah, it's kind of like liches. We'll get to that. but but if the body's destroyed, then the spirit remains in the jar or in the body it's already possessing, and so the spirit still lives on. So this means characters that can't get to the ethereal plane can't destroy the jar, and therefore are just stuck hacking away at this body with AC of 0 while their allies are continuously getting possessed, right? So it's kind of diabolical because lower level players won't be able to get to the jar and you can't
Mm.
attack the ghost. So kind of time to just run away at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
So
Sorry,
you know,
Bob.
food for thought. Yeah, evil DMs out there, take that as you will.
Mhm, mhm. Which, I mean, I do like the idea of this object tethered to the magic jar spell being safe in the ethereal plane, right? That is
Hmm.
very kind of like, all right, players, your move. So great on the part of the DM, but lore wise, I don't know. This feels very we have a lich at home, right? Speaking of liches. This is basically just like possession with extra steps. And then it's like, oh, this is baby's first phylactery, hidden away on the
Well, you
ethereal
gotta
plane.
you gotta get them used to that idea and then throw in the lich, you know?
That's right, man. You guys thought this fight was hard. Just wait.
You gotta work your way up to the lich. That's what I always say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
y'all ever heard
It
of?
could show up on a wandering monster table, so, you gotta be prepared.
You gotta be prepared. You gotta work your way up there.
Yeah, it's like
Mhm.
your party, somehow dispenses with the ghost. They're all battered, bloodied, mostly beaten. And you're like, okay, all right, good job, guys. So how many of you have heard of Vecna?
Right.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, so it is, kind of precursor to liches and other stronger creatures, but it's still a pretty tough creature. And before we get to ADD, finally, if the characters do manage to get past all of those abilities, then they have to figure out a way to even attack the
Mm.
ghost. Because, as we said, they can either enter the ethereal plane and attack the ghost there, or if the ghost semi materializes, then the characters must attack with a magical weapon, right? Which in first edition is very hard to come
Mhm.
by.
Mhm.
In edition, we're not even in first edition yet. Um, Ghosts can also be attacked with spells, but this only can be done by creatures in the ethereal plane. So it's very hard
Oh.
to attack the ghost at all. Yeah. And then on top of that, we have the ghost attack, right? The stare is only one part of the ghost arsenal, which their attack instead of doing damage actually steals the life force from a creature, meaning that a creature hit with the ghost strike ages them by 10 to 40 years.
Oh, lord.
What is
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
aging?
I, I think it's from the like old ghost tropes where someone sees a ghost and their like face turns white and their hair turns white and they kind of look, yeah, they kind of look older. Yeah, exactly. I think that's where it comes from. But it especially in 0 D&D, it's so easy to have a spell or an attack that just ages someone on the battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a easy way for the DM to just knock off a player, basically.
Yeah, right.
So
This
yeah,
is
thanks, early D&D.
yeah, right. Cue the smash cut to like the ancient looking wizard, right? Who's desperately trying to explain how he's actually only 32 years old.
No, you don't get it. I'm 32.
32.
It's like, oh,
I
you
saw a
wow,
ghost once.
you
And the
look
pit and in the pit of despair when they say
Yeah.
they shaved years off your life, that doesn't mean you shave off the end. What?
In the pit of despair.
The pit of despair.
yeah,
That
it's like,
doesn't that
oh,
doesn't
He's only mostly dead.
you don't cut out years of the life from in between. You start working your way towards the now. When will then be now? I'm done.
No,
yeah, it's like,
I see what you're saying. I
Thank
think
you.
it's more like they're just shortening, like you said, shortening the middle so that it gets
mhm.
closer to the end. So they're
Because
already like starting to age a bit.
which is just rude.
And
Yeah.
it is
Yeah,
rude.
honestly.
Yeah,
I
it's
I I feel like a DM using this tactic in early D&D definitely, I don't know, they're kind of cheating their players a little bit.
oh,
Oh, or like
100%.
the mom in Poltergeist. It always comes back to movies with me. Which
Mm,
she gets
Mhm.
the white streaks in her hair,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then Carol Ann gets kidnapped again because her mom is just dyeing her hair.
Yeah, it's a
I didn't hear the ghost come back because I was blow drying my hair.
It's true.
I was brushing my
Ah,
hair. I didn't
Blow
hear the gunshot.
blow drying the hair, taking a shower,
Yeah.
you gotta be looking pretty during the hauntings and the apocalypse.
otherwise Carol Ann is fucked.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
jeez.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. yes. Oh, I see you've been studying the weave for many years. No, I was trying to keep my hair silky and I saw a ghost. I was conditioning.
Truly. Yeah, and on top of that, I think we'll talk about this in the next creatures episode,
Mhm. Mhm.
but basically it's really difficult to de-ageify yourself uh short of using a wish spell,
Mhm. Mhm.
basically.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, yeah, you're just kind of like, "All right, well, I guess I'll retire from adventuring at 32." That's
Yeah.
fine.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll die.
Guess I'll
Yeah, guess I'll die.
die.
Let me go.
But But that is Zero Edition in the strategic review. Andy, why don't you tell us a little bit about AD&D First Edition?
Yes. So 1977 rolls around and Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. First edition rolls hot off of the mail, I assume. So ghosts first appear. Yeah, yeah. The shelves were different then, folks. All right, a lot of this stuff was mail order. Ghosts first appear in D&D in the 1977 Monster Manual. Ghosts were considered very rare, lawful evil, and highly intelligent creatures with an armor class of 0. Remember, we're still using Fat Ghost, so that's very high. Or 8. This is still depending on if it is semi-material or not. Okay, that holds over. They have 10 hit dice and then a movement of 9 inches. Okay, and remember, this is inches on the game board, right? Slap your ruler on there, right? Look how far that is. All right, they go fast, right? Now, ghosts tend to hate goodness and life, and therefore will usually be roaming about at night or in dark areas, right? Light is good. They don't like that. And then they are said to appear in their lair about 25% of the time, right? So now they're out roaming even more than they were before, dear players. Now, the opening statement of their lore passage says, quote, "Ghosts are the spirits of evil humans who were so awful in their badness that they have been rewarded or perhaps cursed by being given undead status." End quote. Now the use of passive tense here kind of has us wondering, from whom did the ghosts receive this quote unquote gift. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, was it a god, a wizard, another undead? Which, if you're a DM, the genius of this one line makes the possibilities endless.
Yeah, I
So,
do love when there's something in the description that's vague enough that you as a DM can just be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna take this for a storyline."
yeah, it's like, how hath this creature here come to be? So, you guys heard of Vecna?
I bet it was Withers.
No, Withers.
Ah, fucking Withers.
It's like, Withers, did you do this? Pause.
No.
No. um, now, as for abilities and attacks, the first edition Ghost is basically an updated version of the Ghost from the Strategic Review. Now, the mere sight of a ghost still instills fear in the viewer, as well as ages them 10 years, always with the aging with these spirits.
Always with the
Always.
aging.
Always with the aging. But this time, while clerics are still immune to this effect, now at 6th level or higher, right? They made you take another level before your cartilage is safe.
Lame.
All other humanoids must now be level 8 or higher. Okay, so they did reduce that by 1 level. But they only get a +2 to their saving throw versus magic.
Yeah, the designers were like, "We'll help you a little bit, but just a little bit."
Just a
As
little
they
bit.
tend to do.
Yes.
You're still gonna need that Boniva.
I eat my Boniva because my knees are worth it.
Somebody get Sally Field in here.
Yes. Yes. All the adventurers are just slamming yogurt as they.
That's Activia.
Oh, it's Activia. You're right. You're right.
That's Jamie Lee Curtis.
Wrong one.
Wrong commercial.
Wrong aged Oscar-winning actress.
Okay. So, Activia and Boniva aside, those within 6 inches of a ghost are still subject to the magic jar spell, but this time with updated rules. Okay. The magic jar spell is a 5th level spell and now has a range of 1 inch per level cast. It still needs to be within spell range of the magic user's body at the time of casting. Okay. So the magic jar itself can no longer be just any inanimate object, and now must be a quote special container, either a large gem or crystal. End quote. So gone are the days where you can just put somebody in a rock or pottery. Now you need a more specialized container, as Noah correctly
Which
pointed out.
then makes even less sense because how are you going to open up a gem or a crystal? I don't know.
I mean, once again, it's sword and sorcery. I feel like it's thematic, right? You look in the
Yeah.
crystal, you're pondering the crystal. There's a soul in there, and you're like,
And then you see that it has a twist top.
Not the twist top.
I've pioneered a whole new way of casting a magic jar. The twist top head.
You won't believe this. That my magic jar. I was trying to pull the top off for centuries, and then I realized it's a twist. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
That's so me.
Oh, Gemelius, always a
Age
trickster.
10 years.
Oh! Now, instead of a saving throw versus magic, human victims must compare their intelligence and wisdom scores against the users. Non-humans or non-humanoid creatures only compare their intelligence. Okay. So now the difference between these scores will be used as the bonus to the victim's saving throw. On a failed throw, the magic user is able to take control of the creature's mind and then control its body. Okay. If the victim is human or humanoid, then the possessor can use the spells that the possessor, know. Okay. So if there's, weird spells flying out of your friend, magic jar. It might be in a jar. Now, the possessor can use some rudimentary knowledge that its host mind may know but cannot use the spells or know the language of the possessed, right? This only goes one way, from possessor to possessed, not really a back and forth.
It just feels like AD&D so much because they're like, how can we add even more tables to that.
Mm-hmm,
Oh, I know. Let's compare intelligence and wisdom scores.
Yes.
And then use the difference to roll and add that to the roll, and then you get the answer.
I didn't become an adventurer to do fucking math.
You did now, bitch. Now you're casting Fireball.
Age 10
Fireball.
years.
Yeah. Oh. Now, ghosts, speaking of aging, ghosts still must semi-materialize when they attack, which on a hit ages the victim 10 to 40 years.
10 to 40 years.
10 to 40
Standard.
years.
Standard.
Yep, standard. Now, while semi-materialized, the ghost has an armor class of 0 and can only be attacked by either a silver weapon, which only does half damage, or a magical weapon. So once again, right, the designer's like, we'll throw you a bone. Here, you can use a silver weapon, but it sucks. Um, now, again, spell attacks will only work if the user is in the ethereal plane. Otherwise, it just does not affect the ghost.
I feel like that's gonna be a hard lesson for the player characters to learn, because I just imagine them like hurling a fireball at this thing, like, yeah, this'll hurt it, and then the smoke clears and you just killed everyone but the ghost.
Damn it.
Not again.
Yeah.
Every time.
Usually
Guys,
when
I'm
I kill
sorry. I forgot to plane shift again. Ugh.
My bad.
I forgot I was divination, not evocation. Oh, can't sculpt my spells. To the smoldering husks of your friends. Well, I guess time to roll up new characters. Okay, so now, finally, one interesting change from the strategic review is the fact that those killed by a ghost are just forever dead. That's it.
Oh. No,
Yes.
no.
Standard.
Withers is useless here.
Yes.
I don't think withers is a thing at this point in time.
No,
He's
no.
a thing.
No, not, well, I mean, Jurgle and
Withers,
all
get
that.
in here.
Yeah.
No, withers.
Withers.
Yeah, no, it's just keeping in line with other things we've talked about in first edition. It just loves its permadeaths. It is what it is. Now, next in first edition, we take a look at what's going on with Dungeons and Dragons. Wait a second, weren't we just talking about Dungeons and Dragons? You might think.
Don't know.
Well, no, Gail. We were talking about advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Now,
It's
Oh.
different.
it is different. Yes, just like in another episode that we just aired recently, in April recently, not fake September recently, like this one. During first and second edition, there were split parties in which Dungeons and Dragons continued expanding on its rules from 0E, right? And then Advanced Dungeons and Dragons was a brand new thing, right? The copyright fights were insane during this time. Now,
Yeah.
the rules for this version came from the
There
basic.
were no survivors.
Gary
mean-
Gygax just couldn't let go at all.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. Ask the ghost of Gary Gygax. He's on my bed.
Our next guest, get in here.
It's the ghost of Gary Gygax.
Ask him anything. Just don't ask him his thoughts on women.
Oh, actually, we're gonna get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Okay. Foreshadowing. Now, the rules for this version came from the basic, master, expert, and companion sets. And then they even had printed modules based on these rules and not the rules of AD&D. Okay, very important. Now, one such module is a one-shot that was published in 1981 called The Palace of the Silver Princess by Gene Wells. This module actually has a lot of controversial history behind it. And thank you to DM David from dmdavid.com for the well-researched article on this topic. Folks,
Thank you.
yes, go to his website, give him some love. This guy's awesome. Okay, very, very serious, very academic, just not very podcast.
Just like us.
Yes, just like us, just like us.
Hey.
Now, Jean Wells was the first woman to join the TSR design team, and she was hired by Gary Gygax himself, who liked her ideas. She, at first, was stuck doing administrative work during the start of her time at TSR, but in 1981 was given the chance to write her very own module. Okay? So she worked with artists like Laura Rosloff and Errol Otis, who is the artist that we mentioned, who created the first artwork for the Froghemoth. Man, that's a blast from last year.
Yeah.
Froghemoth.
Froghemoth. Now,
Ah!
to make art for her two new monsters, the Decapus, which, yes, it's an extra octopus, and the
Oh.
yes, octo, deca, and then the Ubue, respectively. So the Decapus is a creature that's able to create illusions in order to lure their favorite food, human beings, into coming closer. And the illusion that Jean and Laura decided on was a woman who's being attacked by 9 men. Yes, classic
Yikes.
damsel in distress trope. Will your players take the bait? Well, the idea behind this was to get the paladins and then any other lawful good players to run in blindly to the room, right? Which, like we talked about before, well, what will you give me for doing you this good deed? Why would you ask me this? Now it's like, well, what do I get for doing this good deed? Death. The image was a little disturbing, but not as graphic as some of the other images we've seen in old D&D. Just a year prior there, TSR had printed an image of a tied-up naked woman next to the demon prince, Orcus. Yeah, if you know much about Orcus, you can put 2 and 2 together. It's, yuck.
Not a great guy.
Not a great guy.
No, not good.
Not a great demon prince. No, he's not great.
Mm-mm.
Now, I will say that the lure, right, trying to get the good guy players to, come in and do something, or even if it's not a good guy player character, tugging at the moral heartstrings of your players, that would have worked very well on the party in my Strahd campaign.
It did work well.
It did work well, yes. They saw, yeah, this is for like actual good thing. They saw a situation with an NPC in distress, and they dealt with it.
Oh yeah, dealt with it is kind of an understatement. We kind of nailed the dude's hand to the side of the boat. But not in a murder hobo way, okay? He was a racist, and
He
Oh,
was.
well.
just gonna say,
Yes.
Fuck
yes.
him.
racists deserve their hands nailed to a boat. Just
Mm.
I'm always saying that.
yeah.
Always saying
I
that.
put it on my sign.
Yes, it's on my sign.
When marching.
Right, yes, right next to my sign that says racism in my fantasy escapism world.
I
That-
know,
I got-
Andy.
I'm getting the nails.
Yes.
Get
Yes.
those
You
nails.
watch it, mister. Nails.
Nails. You. Now, the other image by Otis depicted a creature called the Ubue, which is a 3-headed giant-like creature with heads that were both female and male-coded. The heads were allegedly caricatures of current and previous members of the TSR creative team. This is apparently a small inside joke among the staff. Now, the author, Jean, was given free reign and went through all of the proper channels to create this module. It went through the TSR editor, Ed Sollers, and then through their boss, Harold Johnson, and then was sent out to print. However, once the printed module got into the hands of TSR executives, this is where things kind of started to go south.
Yeah.
So, TSR was dealing with a few major controversies at the time. One was contention between TSR's management and creative team that had ended in just some really nasty firings. The other was the satanic panic.
Two big problems.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Which, I mean, for those of you who don't know, which, we weren't there, but we, of course, grew up in the foothills, right? The fallout of the satanic panic, us kids of the 90s. But for those of you who don't know, you Zoomers out there, during the early 1980s, after the rise of heavy metal music and second wave feminism, there followed a perceived decline in traditional Christian values. And who else can be blamed for this but Satanists? Only explanation.
Obviously.
Only explanation, right? Yes, everything vaguely demonic or pagan was immediately written off as satanic, with lawsuits upon lawsuits filed by quote-unquote concerned parents and church representatives.
Well, and it all really kicked off with that daycare. Do y'all know about
yes,
that?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. Look it up.
Yeah, there's a multi-part Behind the Bastards series on
Yes.
that. And
I've
it's
listened
pretty
to it.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I mean, not the events. The events are bad.
Oh yeah, no. The events are bad, but the
Behind the
Reporting
Intelligence
on
is
it.
good.
Yes, yes.
Invite us on, Robert.
Yes,
Robert.
we will
Robert.
come throw dice on your podcast. Absolutely.
Mhm.
Now all media was hit hard, and bans on nudity, violence, and adult themes followed. You can still find, I think they're still on the internet. Frank Zappa, Dee Snider, and then I think Alice Cooper, if I remember correctly, were all hauled in front of Congress to testify about degenerate quote unquote satanic themes in their music. Which the Dee Snider one from Twisted Sister, very fun watch because he showed up to Congress in his skinny jeans with his crazy hair and in his crop top.
Yes, he
Oh
did.
yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yes, yes. But we're not talking about hair metal and psychedelic rock, dear listeners. At least not right now. We're talking about Dungeons and Dragons, and unfortunately, D&D was one of the prime targets of these satanic accusations, with some going so far as to blame D&D for the disappearance of James Dallas Egbert, who was a 16-year-old boy studying at Michigan State University who went missing.
Yeah, it's just a really sad story. He went missing and he played Dungeons and Dragons with his friends and they're like, "Oh, that's why, because he was playing demonic games."
Mm-hmm.
And Ronnie Reagan over here was like, "It's D&D," striking again with his nonsense.
Yeah, brain leaking out of his ears. It's the D&D. Yeah. So, long
Dynamite. What?
D&D. But did anybody stop and think that James had in fact been spirited away to an alternate dimension that happened to be formed when this psychic kid
Did a
tried
satanic ritual?
no, I'm trying to remember the lore that they retconned in the finale of Stranger Things, and nah.
Oh,
Oh, well, I mean, it could have just been a ghost that popped out of the ethereal plane and used the magic jar spell. That's all I'm saying.
also true. Yeah.
That's all I'm
And
saying.
Winona Ryder was there.
Yes,
Will,
Winona.
my son, Will. I gotta find my son, Will.
Uh,
No, Sean Astin, I don't have time to fall in love with you.
I gotta find my son.
I gotta find my son.
As you can imagine, TSR executives were worried about the brand's image and were attempting to remove adult themes from their products and cater more to children. So you can imagine their panic when they saw Gene Wells' module, which contained 2 pieces of artwork that would have possibly gotten TSR into a lot of trouble. So Gene's module was immediately recalled and many copies were actually destroyed, unfortunately. Now, fortunately, some savvy members of the staff managed to squirrel away their copies of the module, and now copies of the orange cover version of the Palace of the Silver Princess have sold for thousands of dollars. Yay, preserving physical media. Boo that we don't have the money to get one of those ourselves for the
Yeah.
show. The more common green cover revised version, which was written by Tom Moldvay, was printed later that same year. Gene Wells continued to work at TSR for a little, but any pitch she tried to give was unfortunately shut down. Sadly, the whole incident destroyed her career as a writer forever.
Mm.
Yeah. So unfortunately her story does not end happily, and it is a sad note to end on, but we still wanted to honor Wells's writing by talking about her version of the ghost that she created for this module, which we do have a digital copy of the orange cover version. Fear not, dear listeners.
Thank you,
Yeah.
whoever uploaded that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the archivists out there. It's just sad that there's not a copy sitting on Jayde's shelf with the other wonderful.
Eventually.
Eventually, yes. So now, this module does use the rules for the D&D basic set and then introduces some quote-unquote new monsters. The ghost here is quite a bit different compared to Advanced Dungeons & Dragons Ghost. It has a singular armor class of 1, only 5 hit dice, and then can appear in groups of 1 to 4. In this version, ghosts are chaotic evil and will always attack. Quote, hoping to add another member to the undead legions, end quote.
Mm.
Yes. Now no longer just scaring you for no reason. Now it's to, make you a soldier.
To
For-
ghost ya.
Yeah, to ghost ya.
Spooky and spooky.
Oh,
if
honey.
you
Oh,
will.
honey. You thought getting ghosted on Tinder was probably honey. They'll ghost ya. In what edition is this?
This is AD&D, or this is Dungeons and Dragons still.
First edition.
First edition, yes. For Dungeons
Honey,
and
they'll
Dragons
ghost you on first edition, honey. Honey, that goes that's forever. Honey.
They'll conscript you into the ghost military.
Oh,
That's right.
honey. Oh, honey.
If you think, or oh, what is it? Ye best start believing in sword and sorcery fantasy games with permadeath, cause you're in one.
No.
So the attack from this ghost on a hit does 1 to 6 points of damage and has a 50% chance of causing the victim to age 1d8 years from fright. So, that still maintains some of the moveset from the original ghost, just less punishing now,
Yeah,
right?
I kind of like that more, honestly.
Yeah.
Having a roll of the dice to determine, which they already did roll for 10 to 40 years, but like this one, like you said, is a lot less punishing.
Yeah, a lot less. Now it's like, oh, you aged 5 years. Well, I think I still got most of my cartilage. It's just, I don't know, feels a little less bendy. I don't know. Do I look older to you? A little bit.
Is my hairline receding? Be honest.
Is that a gray?
I feel
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No. You look fine. Don't worry.
Yeah. Here, I got you a potion of minoxidil just in case. So this version of the ghost is more like what we think of when we talk about the classic ghost, right? It's not ethereal in the D&D sense, but it is still translucent and will always appear as they looked right before they died.
Trans?
Trans?
What?
Parent?
In
In
my
my-
sword and sorcery?
That's right, my fantasy escapism game. They also
Somebody
apparently
get J.K. Rowling in this bitch.
She's already decapitated one ghost. She's not
She'll do
afraid
it
to do
again. She'll fucking do it again.
expecto bigotronum. Anyways, so they also apparently have a ranking system with many of the ghosts retaining their status that they had in life into death. So
Like syphilis?
No, I don't know how to answer that question.
Like the stage
Like-
of syphilis. Like what's your
like-
status
Yeah,
of
what
your
do you mean?
syphilis?
That's what do you mean by status? Like their status of society?
Oh,
Or
yes,
their,
yes,
like-
yeah, no,
yeah,
not
the
their-
ranking
I don't
in
know,
society.
Like,
Not-
what do you mean? Their ailments? Their
No, yeah.
Yeah, they die. What do you mean I still have leprosy? This
Yeah.
sucks. No. Their societal status. Yeah. So
which is worth exactly what in the endless cycle of undeath?
It's the hierarchy. It's who
yeah.
you get to boss around, I guess.
yeah. So according to the lore passage, some of the lower status ghosts will continue to serve those that they served while they were alive, right?
Oh,
So
fuck
if you,
that.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
thought you could get away from your boss in death, haha, think
Yeah.
again.
Wrong.
Yes.
make me old man.
Yeah, Ghost George, we're gonna need you to come in early and stay late again.
No.
We have a report due tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, except this time there's no overtime.
End it there.
Yeah,
End it
well,
there.
that's
There's no topping that.
no, that's and that is the end. That is the end of what we have prepared for this episode.
Good night. Yes.
Yeah. Say good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie. So we will of course pick this up again in part 2, where we will talk about the next leg of the journey in the 1984 companion rule set. But that is for another time. Noah, it was lovely having you back for a second time.
Oh wait, we actually are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
Great.
manifested it.
You didn't manifest it.
Wow.
Yes, yes. It is amazing to me how because the audio, of course, of the first one is gone. But I still have my markers for some of our bits and jokes, and it really is amazing to me how we just did completely different things this time.
Yeah.
Look
I'm
at
impressed.
us.
I'm impressed with us. This is great. This is great. Um, Obviously, you will all be hearing from September Noah
Yes.
in the next part. But
Yes. Me from the past. Ooh.
ooh, but Noah, is there anything you'd like to plug? Anything you'd like to say to our very many listeners before we end it here for today?
Hello from the future present. Goodbye. Uh, enjoy
It's
the
gonna be
past.
a hell of a year.
Enjoy the past. It gets worse.
Man, you thought September of 2025 was going to be bad.
Ooh.
Mm. Just wait till April 2026.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you, dear listeners, for joining us, learning about the early inceptions of the Ghost in Dungeons and Dragons, learning a bit about where they come from, the cradle of civilization, learning about how you really don't want to eat dust and rust, and about how oftentimes the way that we look in our final moments is how we will look in the afterlife, for better or for worse. And keeping all these things in mind, I would like for you to picture this.
Mm.
Murmurs and sighs could be heard in the audience, as well as a soft sniffle or two. The actress's eyes shot open. The goblet fell from her hand. She remained frozen in place as it clanked to the ground. More approving murmurs rose from the crowd, which became mixed with applause. It seemed that the leading lady had lived up to the reputation she was rapidly garnering, holding nothing back in her performance. But then, something seemed off. She began clawing at her chest, at her throat. The actress began taking shallow, wheezing breaths. The applause quickly faded as the crowd's murmuring became concerned. Lines of blood began seeping from the actress's nose, then from her eyes. Her ragged breaths became squelching gurgles as she began heaving up spurts of crimson. Some of the assembled nobles began pointing and shouting. Concerned stagehands began hurrying out from the wings. The actress staggered towards the lip of the stage. With her hand outstretched towards the audience, she managed one more horrid, sputtering breath before she collapsed. The theater erupted into a panic as the leading lady lay in her final pose, cradled by a growing pool of her own blood.
Thanks for joining us on Browsing the Bestiary. Be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts for more episodes, and check out our Patreon at Browsing the Bestiary. If you want even more pod related content, you can find us on TikTok and YouTube.
On Patreon, you can keep up to date on any new pod related announcements, access reference pages for each episode, and download character sheets for characters featured in our story times. You can also comment on what you think the next monster will be, and if you get it right, you'll get inspiration.
And if you're something of a lore master yourself, you can offer us corrections for any facts we got wrong. If you catch something we missed, you may get a shout out in a future episode.
Remember to cite your sources.
And before we go, we'd like to shout out our patrons on Patreon. Thank you to Carl, Holly, Megan, Kethri, Zach, and Dano for becoming members. I'm Dungeon Mistress Jayde.
And I'm Lore Master Andy.
Until
Until
next
next
time.
time,
May your dice rolls be high.
and your adventurers ever prepared.
You okay?
Why am I hearing German in the background?
What?
I don't know.
Andy, smile for me. Well, okay.
Okay. Well, that was very weird. Apparently, I had a Twitch stream going in the background, and it
Oh.
pivoted to a channel called Alf Deutsch. So it's the show Alf,
Oh.
but in German.
In
No
German.
way.
All right,
Well,
that'll be our
put that at the
yeah.
end.
Put that at the end. What on earth? It's yeah. It was really like, no, little German boy, don't go in the Alf cave. Oh, that's filled with Alfensmoken. Anyways, what the fuck was I saying? Okay, so
Gosh, I lost my place. Hold on.
Sorry,
No, you're
I can't
okay.
turn it off.
It's okay.
You brought me here. You did this.
Oh,
You
right.
summoned
So
me. Oh,
you put my life force in the jar,
this is what you get.
put that thing back where it came from.
or so help me.